Hello dear students, welcome to this class of MA Final Paper 5th, that is American Literature. Dear students, today we'll talk about the death of a salesman by Arthur Miller, and we'll try to uh, decipher certain symbols, some symbolic elements that have been used by Miller in this play, Death of a Salesman. So what are these symbols? And how does symbol work, or what is symbolism, and what are its uses, how it is used as a device by the playwright? Symbolism, dear students, it's a device which was employed by earlier writers also, and Ibsen, he uh, used it, he employed it very effectively. Symbol, we can say, when an object is described or a metaphor introduced which had meanings and implications beyond its apparently realistic function in the action. Miller, he also employs symbolism, and in Death of a Salesman, Miller uses symbols with great effect. These symbols in Death of a Salesman are recurrent and help to structure the play. It carries forward the plot of the play. Or we can say that their repetition, the repetition of these symbols, they give form to a play and they abandon the conventional formal arrangement. So, what are these important symbols that have been employed in Death of a Salesman by Miller? Let us try to decipher them. Let us try to delineate these symbols. In Death of a Salesman, there are certain symbols used, and the first symbol that we take up is cars. The play opens with reference to cars, dear students, and cars are an American symbol of individual mobility, freedom, and social status. The bigger the car, the bigger the social status. The bigger the car, the more freedom the fellow enjoys. So, cars, they play a very important role in this play also, Death of a Salesman. And Miller, he uses this symbol in a very negative and ironic manner. He has used the symbol of cars in a very negative manner in this play. Uh, at the beginning of the play, when Willie has come home exhausted with driving the car, this is on the surface a realistic statement of fact. But when Willie says, "I'm tired to the death, I couldn't make it. I just couldn't make it, Linda," unquote. And again, he says, I quote, Suddenly, I realized I am going 60 miles an hour and I don't remember the last 5 minutes. I am. I can't seem to keep my mind to it." So, for Willy Loman, a car offers geographical mobility, but little freedom. This symbol of car is again taken forward when Linda says, I quote, "But you didn't rest your mind. Your mind is overactive, hyperactive, and you should rest your mind. And mind is what counts, dear. So, Linda, she makes this statement, implying about Willie's state of mind. So, Linda reveals, later on, we find out that Linda reveals this is not only an unconscious process, but also a deliberate gesture towards suicide by Willie. In a repeated reference to driving, when she speaks to Biff, she gives the opinion of a woman observer about Willie's driving. I quote from the text. I quote, she says that he wasn't driving fast at all and that he didn't skid. She says he came to that little bridge and then deliberately smashed to the railing, and it was only the shallowness of the water that saved him. Unquote. So, dear students, this repetition of the symbol, it prepares for the revelation to Biff that his father has been considering suicide by another method, by gassing himself. And this symbol, it achieves its final intensity in the climax of the play. When the play reaches its climax, when Willie drives his car out of the house into darkness and death. Another important symbol, dear students, is the journey to the west. Willie's father, he used to start his journey from Boston in the east, travel and sell his flutes through the Midwest, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, and then journey onwards through all the western states. Newfoundland, New England, as I told you earlier also, is referred to the eastern states of USA. So the American Western Territories suggested a freedom to explore, settle, and make money in a manner impossible in the eastern states or in Europe. So Miller, he uses this symbol of journeying to the west. And one of the final remarks made by Biff to his father is that the West has offered him total construction and not expensive freedom. In Kansas City, he had stolen a suit and spent 3 months in jail. In this symbol, a second aspect of the American dream is shown, and that is to be deceptive and destructive. So, the symbol of journeying to the West is, it reveals the deceptiveness and destructiveness of the American dream. Another important symbol used is that of seeds. Willie imagines that he can make seeds grow in his garden. Linda, with her womanly practicality, says that would be wonderful. But Willie, later on, he purchases seeds and at night rather absurdly tries to plant them. I quote, I have got to get some seeds right away. Nothing is planted. I don't have a thing in the ground. Unquote. So this reference to seeds serve or we can say this reference to seeds link past, present, and future in Willie's consciousness. And the symbol of seeds is further carried forward by the symbol of tools. The tools contains implications of growth, of living to make something with one's own hands and leaving it as a memorial after death. So, tools, they also present to us. These are also presented to us as a symbol by Arthur Miller. And these tools, they also tell us about the personality of uh, Willy Loman and how his he is led to death. His craftsmanship, and also suggests his the frustration and the subtraction of dream from reality. How he is distancing himself from reality. So, dear students, the another reference or another symbol is that of stockings. These references to stockings, they also narrates the psychological function in the play. They are used as a mystery making device by Miller. And Linda, as Linda, she uh, sits darning stockings and talking to her husband with a wifely sympathy for his unhappiness, and reveals how what is the relationship between Willie and this woman. How can he give new stockings as a present to that woman while his wife has to repair her old ones? So, another important symbol that brings the tragedy of Willie Loman. At the beginning of Act 2, some of the mystery surrounding uh, silk stockings is revealed. And remember, Linda, she kisses her husband as he prepares to leave for work in the morning. But he notices that she is mending stockings. His reaction is sudden. I quote, Willie, you stop mending stockings. At least while I am in the house. It gets me nervous. I can't tell you, please. Unquote. And hearing this, Linda, of course, hides the stockings uh, as one might hide an object. So it arouses a sense of guilt or shame. Now, this is how the symbol, this reference to the stockings, operates on the narrative plane, and it provides an area of mystery, and the solution to which is withheld as a dramatic technique. And this symbol also operates on the psychological level, implying not only an adulterous relationship but also disillusionment in Biff's mind. And finally, we can say that it is possible. Is it possible to treat Willie as a symbolic character? And we can regard Willie as everyman of America. So, dear students, all these symbols they carry forward the plot and reveal something or the other about the American dream, about the hero, and about the tragedy of the hero, Loman. Thank you very much.